Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. In today's video, I'm going to be sublimating on these Dollar Tree glitter notebooks, and let me show them to you guys. And I actually picked up several of them, and today I just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to transform these regular notebooks into a wedding planner, and I'll show you guys how to add the little elastic band on the front of the planner and then show you guys how it turns out. So let's get right into it. And for the design, I'm just gonna do 4500 by 5400 pixels. Since I'm not sublimating the whole notebook cover, I'm just gonna be doing the center. I don't really have to have a specific size. I will just guess on the sizing later on. So I'm just gonna go right over here to Elements, pick a wreath. All right guys, so I went ahead and changed my mind, and instead of using the elements, we're gonna go over to photos, and you can see that I put floral pattern in. So I picked out this background right here, and like I said, I just searched over here in backgrounds, floral backgrounds, and I found this one right here, and I just love how it looks. It's super pretty and simple. I'm gonna center it here on my canvas, right there. And I also went over here to photos and searched circle frame. And that's where I found this circle right here. And I don't really want to center it in the middle of the design or in the middle of the notebook, which would be right there. I'm just going to go a little bit up just because it is a journal or notebook style. So I'm going to go up like right there maybe. And I want to make it smaller right there. And you don't have to do a white circle. You could do a different color circle or square or whatever shape you want. I actually really like the circle, so I'm gonna leave it there. If you don't want it so white, you can actually go right up here to the opacity or transparency and bring it down, or leave it at 100. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments if you would do it at 100 or turn that transparency down. You know what, I'm gonna go all the way to white just because we are doing it on that light gold cover. So it's gonna be gold anyway, even if it is a white circle. Whatever is white is not gonna sublimate. So I'll go ahead and add my text. So I'm gonna go over to text and to add a heading. And let's see, what can we say? We could put wedding planner. So I did two different fonts here. For wedding, I did the Moontime font. And then for the word planner, I used the font Cardo. And I definitely recommend doing two different fonts here, one for wedding and one for planner, because it turned out really, really cute. And I really hope that the sublimation comes out nice. I am also going to add an elastic band to it to make it look more like a planner. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to print out. Hopefully it all turns out great. And I am using the Epson 15000. So I'm gonna go ahead and load our 8.5 by 11 paper into that bottom tray. Once again, this is A sublimation paper. I will have it linked down in the description if you guys are looking to order some of this paper for yourself. I will also go ahead and link our 13 by 19. We do like to use the A sublimation paper 125G, and the prints always come out perfectly. And today we are using the 8.5 by 11. These notebooks are 9.75 inches by 7.5 inches. So that should be perfect for these notebooks. Let me just go ahead and check again. And that is perfect. I did actually just order some of this 8.5 by 11 because I do use it for a lot of my projects. As you can see, I'm running low on paper. I have about 3 sheets. So hopefully I don't ruin any of these notebooks, and I have enough paper for all of them. So we're gonna do a practice round using regular copy paper just to check the sizing. And yes, you could use a software, but I really wanted to show you guys how to print off these designs and sublimate without a software. So we are gonna go ahead and just print straight from the computer and do our practice round with copy paper, and then come back and do it with the sublimation paper. So let's go ahead and do our practice round with our copy paper. And I am gonna go ahead and just use the Epson 15000, letter size 8.5 by 11. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out at 22%. And I'm not doing any settings on this because I'm just doing the practice round. So I'm gonna go ahead and print on copy paper. and check the sizing. So I went ahead and did 3 different practice prints, and the first one is at 22%. I have a 23%, and my last one was 24%. Here is the one at 22%, and I decided it wasn't big enough. I tried it at 24%, and you can see it's a little bit too big. Yes, it can hang over, but I really was trying to avoid getting it all over onto the pages of the notebook. So you could just leave it at that size. I could have done it at 24%, but I wanted to go a little bit smaller. And since this is copy paper, I didn't mind using another piece. And here's this one at 23%. Yes, it does hang off just a little bit, but not too much. And like I said, this is my first time pressing these. I don't know if this black tape matters. I don't think it will sublimate to it, but if it does, it probably won't show over it. Just go right over the top of it like this. And I think the width is perfect. And I'm gonna be doing the same settings that I always do. So I have the Epson 15,000, default settings, copies 1, pages all, paper size 8.5 by 11, portrait, auto rotate off, scaled to 23%, 1 copy or 1 copy per page, media quality best. I don't even do the feed settings because the 15,000 automatically sets to the paper size loaded. Layout, we flip horizontally with all our sublimations. Paper handling, scale to fit paper size. Cover page, watermark, supply levels, you don't have to do. Preview at 23%. And we're ready to print. All right guys, and I went ahead and printed out my design on sublimation paper, and I'm hoping that this gold sublimates really well because I've seen people sublimate on glitter, and I really haven't liked how the colors turn out on the glitter notebooks, but I wanted to try it for myself and see if I could get it to work on this light color. I do kind of wish that they had a silver one, but this is all that they had, so I went ahead and picked up a few of them. I'm hoping that these colors show through. So I'm gonna go and take off this little wrapping paper and then get it onto the press. I have my press preheating to 380 degrees, and I will be pressing for my normal 50 seconds. Put a piece of butcher paper down, then place your notebook on the butcher paper. I've seen a lot of people just open up the notebook and put only the cover in the press, but today I'm just gonna put it straight up in here because this notebook does not have a metal ring binder in it, or I forget what it's called. Anyway, there's not a wire in this notebook. I'm just gonna be pressing the whole book. So let me grab my print. And I just grabbed a pair of regular scissors and cut around this design. You can just use your cutting mat and a cutting wheel to cut off the excess paper. You do want to make sure that you cut off any excess paper so you don't get like grayish or black lines on your design or on the item that you're pressing. So I did go ahead and just cut it out so I can make it more even on that notebook. So let's take it over, flip it right over onto it. And so right over here, like I was telling you, there is that black tape on the back of the binder. Move it over a little bit. You can always tape it if you want to. I'm not gonna be taping it today. I'm just gonna go ahead and press it on. I'm gonna take another piece of butcher paper, put it over the print, and press for 50 seconds. All right guys, so I'm all done pressing and I'm ready to see how it turned out. So it's actually very hard to see the design when you're looking straight at it, but if you do turn it at an angle, kind of like this, you can see the design. I went ahead and did one for Selina as well, and it is just the Rhea and the Last Dragon. And it is kind of the same weight. You have to stand at a certain angle to see the image. It's still really pretty, but I don't think I would sell it. You could probably do it as a gift maybe. But as far as this gold glitter notebook, it just didn't really work out that well for me. I wasn't very impressed. I know a lot of people were recommending the glitter Dollar Tree notebooks that have the ring in them, but I did see these and I went ahead and picked them up because they are super pretty before sublimating. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, I don't think I would sell these, probably just gift them to people. I am gonna go ahead and add the little piece of elastic right here to make it look more like a journal, and I probably will sublimate this first to match the journals. And I'm just recording this part so you guys can see how I sublimated the elastic. And I just laid the elastic down like normal, and then I just took a black rectangle square and printed it on sublimation paper, pressed it over the elastic at 380 for 50 seconds, and it turned out really pretty and black. And I'm ready to add it to the journals. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close the book and bring this over. And then glue this side down. Kind of want to get it a little bit tight, like a regular journal. So I'm going to pull it here.
If you don't see it, stop arguing.
So here the binders are with the black elastic that I sublimated. I think the black elastic did help them quite a bit. I'm actually liking them now. So yeah, if you do enjoy, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.